Hello children, good morning. Today our topic is Unit 8 Reading A. Lesson is Dr. Dwarakanath Kotnis. Dr. Dwarakanath Kotnis was born on October 10, 1910 in Sholapur. He was a vivacious kid by nature. He wanted to become a doctor. He completed his graduation in medicine, but he did not complete his post-graduation internship. He got the chance to join the medical aid mission to China. The meaning of vivacious is cheerful. Dr. Dwarakanath Kotnis always wanted to travel around the world and practice medicine in different parts of the globe. He started his medical expedition in Vietnam and then moved on to Singapore and Brunei. Dr. Kotnis loved to work for peace and to save the lives that are in danger. He was a true human being and selfless doctor. Dr. Kotnis, he worked as a lecturer for some time in the military area at the Dr. Bethune Hygiene School. He worked as the first president of the Bethune International Peace Hospital after Dr. Norman Bethune passed away. Red Army was fighting for the liberation of China. Sino-Japanese War was going on in the year 1937. The China Communist General Zudi requested Jawaharlal Nehru to send Indian physicians to China to help the Chinese soldiers. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the president of Indian National Congress, accepted the request. He made arrangements to send a team of volunteer doctors, medical team comprised of M. Atal, M. Cholkar, Dr. Kotnis, B.K. Basu and D. Mukherjee. The doctors performed their duties in the war front and helped the soldiers. The services rendered by Dr. Kotnis to the people of China were remarkable. He was a dedicated doctor. He had international understanding. He worked as a frontline doctor in a Chinese military base. He performed his duties up to 72 hours continuously. After the war, all the doctors returned to India, but only Dr. Kotnis stayed. He fell in love with a Chinese woman, Gua Qinglan, a nurse who was working in the same hospital. He married the Chinese nurse Gua in November 1941 and decided to stay there. They had a son. They named the boy In Hua, combining the Chinese characters In for India and Hua for China. In one long drawn out battle against Japanese troops in 1914, Dr. Kotnis rendered remarkable services to Chinese soldiers and strained himself a lot. He played a major role in controlling a virulent strain of plague that hit Chinese soldiers. In the process, he did not fall back from trying a vaccine on himself. As a result, he died of epilepsy at the age of 32 in 1942. The meaning of epilepsy is a disease of the nervous system that causes a person to fall unconscious. The people and the government of China honored him in many ways. The Chinese government built a memorial hall for him in 1976. His grave was covered by the Chinese people during the Qingming festival. He was revered along with Dr. Norman Bethune. A book, Passage from India to China, which was written by Dr. Kotnis, was kept in a small museum. Honored Dr. Kotnis by releasing a stamp in his memory in 1982. After the death of Dr. Kotnis, Mrs. Kotnis had been honored guest at many high-level diplomatic functions between China and India. A Beijing hospital created a medical team in the memory of Dr. Kotnis. Thus, the Chinese showed great respect towards Dr. Kotnis. Dr. Kotnis became known to Indians only when his biography, One Who Never Returned, was published. A famous director, V. Shantaram, made a film, Dr. Kotnis Ki Amar Kahani, made the life of Dr. Kotnis famous in India. Let us see the glossary part. Adulation, admiration, praise, virulent, dangerous, shy away, avoid something that you dislike, revered, respected or admired deeply, commemorate, keep a great person, event, etc. in people's memories. Venerated, respected, spectuagenarian, a person who crossed 70 years. Memorabilia, objects that are collected in memory of persons and events. With this, we have completed our topic, children. I hope everybody enjoyed the lesson and understood the lesson. Thank you and learn the glossary part.